And then Mars, if you have to reach, it takes its vehicle to travel much farther and longer. So what was done is in 2013, on 5th of November, from Sriharikota, we launched a satellite. What was the task cut out for this satellite? It should travel a distance of 60 crore kilometers or 600 million kilometers over 10 months period, and at the end of the 10 months period, on a specific day and time to the second, this object should have been inside, you imagine a cube in space of 50 kilometers. So this satellite, after traveling 10 months and 600 million kilometers on 24th of September 2014, morning 7:30 a.m. to the second, if this satellite were not inside the cube, it would not have been possible for us to make the satellite go around the Mars. But then all this successfully happened. What were the difficulties? You can imagine if you just take a sheet of paper and blow your mouth on that, there is some force generated. Even sunlight falling on the satellite produces what is called radiation pressure, and through radiation pressure a force which can take this satellite away from this cube to the tens of thousands of kilometers. So that means not only should you be tracking this satellite, you should be able to communicate with that satellite. Even at the speed of light, when you are sending a signal, speed of light, as you are aware, is 3 lakh kilometers per second. At that speed, if you send information, it takes, when the object is near Mars, almost 12 minutes when it is closer to Mars for it to reach. You send a command from your system, it takes 12 minutes to reach, it operates, then it sends the signal back saying I have done the job. So it has almost taken 24 minutes or half an hour. So you can imagine the people sitting at the console, how they are feeling. Many times when you turn on your computer, it takes some few hundreds of milliseconds to come up. But then you start feeling fidgety. My system is very slow, I need a faster system, etc. So now you can imagine here, people are waiting almost half an hour before they know what is happening. But point is, you cannot do real-time intervention because it takes long time. So you have to build intelligence into the satellite to not only deal with the problems it faces, but also correct itself. So you have to build in the satellite more and more technological capability, more and more intelligence into that system. That's how progressively you start building more and more intelligent satellites, and today you are talking of machine learning, artificial intelligence, etc. They all become essential for doing that. So when this Mars mission was done again, world started looking at India. How is it that India became in its first country to perform in its maiden attempt a task which others have taken multiple attempts to reach? And then here I'll touch upon this aspect in a later point in time. So world took note of India's development. It had done this with a launch vehicle which was actually only polar satellite launch vehicle. Similarly, the Mars mission itself, if you take, originally our plan was this satellite will operate for about 6 months because the amount of fuel we could carry was very limited. And then we were expecting about 6 months of operation. But the entire process had gone so successfully without getting into problems that we could operate the satellite for 8.5 years, doing much more than what we had originally planned.